just a little project we have going on here for our bearded dragon Rocky. Made a small little table out of some dowels and a piece of like 1 by 10, and right now spraying some great stuff. This is like the pest block. It's like be safe, you know, no pesticides, safe stuff. There's other stuff like pond versions that you can use, but giving this a try, really because I didn't have the other versions when I went to Lowe's to try to get it. Anyway, so this is just the bottom. I'm trying to do this, and then I'm going to flip it over once it gets a little bit harder, and spray the other side, and then cut and put on some coconut fiber and glue some coconut fiber on. Here is kind of the finished version of our little perch slash table that I had made for Rocky the bearded dragon. And this is just kind of how the foam hardens up. You can see it's like pretty solid right now already after about a half hour of curing time. But I'm gonna wait like the full like 8 hours recommended to start cutting it, and then apply the silicone and the coconut fiber, and do a further update after that. So here's a quick update with my little table slash platform for our bearded dragon Rocky. I've shaved off kind of the bottom of it, which I kind of was testing, because where I was not worried about it, and you can see there's a couple spots that are not filled in all the way with foam where I had kind of cut it too close, or maybe not got enough on there after the first try. But overall, I'm really worried about the top and not the bottom. So on the top, I've made a clear mark of where the table itself is, so you can see how much I can actually cut off. And I'm just going to keep cutting it off, and just cutting it off with like a buck knife, really sharp like steak knife or something like that would probably work really well too. And just kind of chipping away at it, and I'll post an update on it once I get it finished. How you doing? Back here with this project for our bearded dragon Rocky. Got the table kind of finished up and what we're gonna go with for now. You know, not exactly perfect. There's some gaps and cracks and things that didn't work out exactly the way that I wanted it to for the first try, but such a cheap project, willing to kind of go for it as I go. Filled in a couple of these gaps in the middle with some of the pieces that I actually cut out, and then now I'm going to put the silicone on top of it, and start filling it in with the coconut fiber that I have, and see how it looks. I can always go back and cut away a little bit of it and do a repair if necessary, but thinking it's going to come out pretty cool, and I'll get an update after I get some of this coconut fiber going. Hi, here back with our update on this project for our bearded dragon Rocky. Got the coconut husk all over the place and all over this thing. So this is just kind of the top on the sides. Just did as best I could with it being standing up like this. I'm gonna try to do some on the underside too, but just kind of wanted to get this going, and then I'll do the touch-up work once it dries. Pretty much gonna have to wait another 24 hours so I can get back after it. So follow up with an update then. Hi there, another just quick update on this. So dried up and did a little shop vacuuming of just the top of it, where you can see kind of some areas that still need to be touched up, a couple along the back. Also had kind of done these little ropes on the sides too that I had kind of intended to look like lines, so use the silicone and the coconut husk to wrap on those, and I'm going to do some touch-up work on all of this and kind of get it finalized, and then get it installed into the tank and set up so that Rocky can use this thing and have a nice little basking spot up here. So I'll follow up with an update of it once it's completed, and then post a picture of it in the tank so everybody can see what it looks like. Thanks for checking out this DIY on my first attempt at making some tank furniture, as I like to call it. So here's the finished product. Obviously everything is kind of like a test with the bearded dragon, because they kind of destroy things pretty quickly with their claws. So this is going to go into the tank, and think it came out pretty cool. You know, pretty low budget project, probably about $20 in materials total. Some of the stuff I had here, like the dowels and pieces of wood and the rope. So basically just some silicone, great stuff, sharp knife. This is this coconut fiber, which I got in these like bricks. You just break it apart, so that was pretty cheap. Got that at a local pet store. And I'm gonna put it into the tank and check it out, and I hope he likes it and it works out well.